from here, there is a turn to the right corner and simultaneously relaxing of the hand down and simultaneously turning, bringing the weight to the left leg. It's actually, you know, pairing punch with here. So if a punch comes, you move away and you pair it with this. Yeah, this bringing of the foot is part of the turn. Yeah, make sure it's not the turn and pulling of the leg. Yeah, it's the turning is bringing the foot in because of the hip start. So now from here, there is a small step. You step, the right foot, you step it as 45 degrees. The right foot, yeah? So as you step, 45 degrees. Now keeping the hips seated, I'm just showing you the base movement. Now you sink into the right leg fully. As the heel touches, you're already seated. You should be seated all the way. So not that you bring and then you sit, no. All the way you're already seated. As the heel touches, you're already free to move this leg. You see? So what happens, and also what happens as you go back and you sink into the right foot, hands rise like in the beginning of the form. And then playing the lute. Yeah, the distance between arms, like wrists and the elbow, it's actually breaking of the arm technique or locking the arm. Yeah, controlling the arm in a sense. Yeah, and this can also be a hit as well. So a kick, yeah. So this kind of, just observe once again before we do together. So from brushing in, sinking into the left hip, turning to the corner, small step, sinking into the right hip, to the right heel, and then sinking into the left, turning to the corner, small step, playing the lute. Sinking into the left hip, turning to the corner, small step, sinking into the right foot, playing the lute. We sink into the right hip, into the right foot. So you send your awareness here, and same time you turn, and the foot is brought in, and you face the corner. Okay, very good. Let's do it again. Just this. Sink into the right hip, into the left hip, sorry. Turn to the right corner. Then you must be seated fully in the left hip, in the left foot. So you can raise your leg slightly, place it there, but remember now it must be 45 degrees, this direction. As you draw back, just let's do the feet. Keep seated, so once your heel touches the floor, you are fully seated and there is no weight in the front leg. Yeah, so you can check it by raising the leg and seeing that you don't need to transfer additional amount of weight. Yeah, so again, after you step, you are seated all the way. So when heel touches, you're already here. You see? Very important. So let's again do from the beginning of this movement. So from the brush knee, sinking into the left hip, turning to the right corner. So now you are fully seated here. Small step, sinking into the right hip now. As the heel touch, you can check, raise the leg, just check. In the form, it will be this movement. You will place the foot on the heel, but empty. Yeah, this foot is empty, so you can always change. Okay, and now let's add the hands also. So again, let's return to brushing the knee. Sinking into the left hip, turning to the right corner. Small step. And now hands open. As you go back, you sit on the heel. Hands open like in the beginning of the form. Once heel touch, the hands are already up. And then you are fully seated on your right hip, on the right foot. So you step and play the lute. So what you need to here to remember is to synchronize the movement. Yeah, once you're here, you step. This process take together. Yeah, so you sink into the foot, and as heel touches, hands already here. Yeah, and you are seated fully in the right leg, so you can then do the playing the lute. Okay. Okay, and sinking into the left hip, into the left foot, turn to the corner. No step. Sink, sink, sink. Be seated all the way, and then playing the lute. And once again. And the distance between the arms, look, is the wrist here. So if a fist comes, yeah, you imagine right hand comes to you. Right hand comes to you. So here there will be a wrist, and here there will be an elbow. If a fist comes, you go slightly backwards, and you catch it, and you control. Understand? So this is kind of this. So not this, not this, yeah? Yeah, almost same height. Sink into the left hip, turn to the right corner. Small step. Like in the beginning of the form, hands open and playing the lute. Breathing, relaxing into here and now. We are letting go of the mind's holdings onto whatever. You can, to help this, you can sense the space behind you. Breathing, just breathing itself. You can allow it to run naturally. And then we can begin preparation. Opening the left foot to the shoulder width, sinking into the middle and settling down. Beginning of Tai Chi. Shoulders sink, elbows drop, wrists sit. Parting the horse's mane. shoulder stroke. White crane. Spreads wings. Brushing the left knee. Brushing the right knee. And brushing the left knee. Sink into the left hip, turn to the corner. Small step, keeping the right foot 45 degrees while sinking and turning forward. Once heel touches, then transitioning to playing the lute. Then we can turn, close, and transfer the weight to the right and close the left. Coming up. And down, preparation. Beginning of Tai Chi. Second parting the horse's mane. And third. Shoulder stroke. White crane. Brushing the left knee. Turn between the corner and the side. Turn between the corner and the front. Step. Sink. Load. Release. Draw from the back leg. Turn 45, half a step. Turn between the corner and the front side. Turn between the corner and the front. Step. Sink. Load. Brush the right knee. And third time, turn 45, half a step, turn, step, sink, load, release. Sink into the left hip, right heel of the floor, turn to the corner, bring the foot in, small step, sinking into the back leg. Once heel touches, playing the lute. And then we can turn. Transfer the weight to the right, closing the left. Coming up. Well done, guys. Any questions?
You're fully square at the end in playing the lute.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're square.
Yeah.
You're square and seated, both hips seated. Yeah, remember this leg is kicking. Yeah, as well. It can kick. This is why we want to emphasize the full sitting. So this hand. I say it's better to hug people than fight people. So
Yes, we always.
I prefer to hug.
Me too. Me too. We always said in Kung Fu, when I used to train long time ago, that the how to translate to English, the winning fight is the one what you avoided.
Exactly. Yeah.